pushing hard, man. So we still give thanks because the roof not collapse, the roof stay up.
It's been over a week since the La Soufrière volcano first erupted in the Caribbean island of St. Vincent. Since then, multiple eruptions have followed. With a lack of water supply and growing worries about COVID-19 spread, the people of St. Vincent need our help. That's it. Here with us are Fitzgerald Huggins, Consul General of St. Vincent and the Grenadines in Toronto, and Tarvia Henry, point lead for Toronto St. Vincent Relief. She's doing amazing work. They both are. Fitzgerald and Tarvia, welcome to BT. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone.
Thank you both for being here, because this is something that makes headlines and then something else takes over, but it's an ongoing issue. So what are things looking like right now with the volcano?
Well, at present, we have over 16,000 people displaced from their homes and in shelters, and they're in need of water, they're in need of food, they're in need of basic living items to help them survive. So there's a UN agency went into the disaster area yesterday to look at the damage so far, and they described it as apocalyptic. Oh. So things are pretty drastic in St. Vincent at the moment.
Tarvia, in terms of the relief efforts that you're seeing on your end, how successful have you been in getting supplies together, and how much more work is there to be done in your eyes?
I think there's still a lot of work to be done. We've just been using the power of social media, right, to push it and have people push everything forward, which has been great. But, you know, like you said earlier, things happen, something takes over, and, you know, it's just at that. So, you know, the relief has been good in terms of people wanting to participate and support, but it is starting to fade away right now. So we still do need that help.
We see items behind you right now. If people are thinking, what can I do? What can I give? What do you recommend?
Yeah.
Do you recommend monetary donations over physical ones, like the ones you're surrounded by?
Either or, what's more comfortable, just depends on where you live, right? So our facility is in Scarborough, in the GTA areas, right? So we do have like masks. Kids' masks are really important. Things like toothbrushes and things like that is really good and really helpful. And of course, canned items, you know, are very, very helpful. A lot of things for the kids: diapers, diaper wipes, and those kinds of items.
Fitzgerald, what is the actual situation on the ground right now? Because we know in these situations, and one of the real negatives that the social media attention is kind of waned here a bit is that volcano's not stopping. You know, experts tell you left and right, this is going to last for a while. What's happening right now, excuse me, on the ground?
Right now on the ground, we are still in a state of what's next. Yesterday, there was a major eruption took place yesterday. When we thought that it is going back to bed, it erupted. People are still basically confused what next to do. People have been trying to move back into their homes to clean the roofs because roofs are collapsing. Every ash fall is accumulation of ash on people's roofs. As they said, so the people trying to clean, they need a lot of supplies to help clean, like shovels and rakes and protective gears, like protective suits and protective masks, because the ash is very, very intense, and people's health are being affected at the moment. So on the ground now, in the affected areas, it's pretty drastic. It's pretty hectic. And I think right now we start to look at recovery. Where do we go from here? How do we recover and rebuild?
You mentioned 16,000 people displaced. What are the living conditions like in these emergency centers set up for them?
Well, as you may appreciate, in the first week or so, things will take a while to settle. But I think now people are a little more comfortable now that the food supplies have been going in and water is getting back to where it should be. But we're in this for the long haul, you know. We need to keep at it. We cannot relent, because if we slip, people can go back into a position where they may suffer even more. So right now in the tents, people are beginning to adjust their lives to shelter life, and hopefully let's try to see how much we can help these people.
No doubt. Tarvia, we got about 30 seconds, but before we go, I do want to bring up something that I actually had some issues with in trying to find a website to help out. I didn't know what the scams were.
Yeah.
I was really concerned that I didn't know who I was donating to. How can people spot the actual charities trying to help and people who just want to take advantage of a situation?
So if you are looking for, I know there's many GoFundMes, I would suggest Carry On SVG. CarionSVG.org. It's CarionSVG.org. And that is the one that is built up by the, and supported, by the Consul General of St. Vincent. So it is trusted from the consulate. It's not, just any random GoFundMe that's out there.
Tarvia Fitzgerald, thank you so much for taking time today. And you said there's no donation that's too small. So whatever anybody can do will be will have huge impact on everybody in St. Vincent right now. Thank you so much.
I want to thank you, and I also want to thank everyone who have donated so far. We want to encourage people to continue to donate, and thank you very much to the generous Canadian people.
Thank you.
Thank you, Fitzgerald and Tarvia. All the best to you. We'll keep in touch. The story's not going anywhere. Thank you to both of you. I know in Canada the vaccine situation's a little bleak, but our friends to the south, I'm happy to tell you, because it is good news for them, have hit a bit of a milestone. Mel's got details on that next, as well as the rest of the headlines. Good morning. You're watching BT.